I don't want today to end. That's how beautiful today was. From start to now. And I'm sure even after now, it's going to be magical and amazing. Don't give up on what you want. It doesn't matter how many no's you receive. It doesn't matter how many make you feel like what you want is so, you know, out of reach and you're weird for wanting that, or, that doesn't exist. No. If you want it, you can have it. Let me tell you that again. If you want it, you can have it. Don't don't fall for the lies. Don't fall for the lies. You can have a magical life. You can have a beautiful life. All you got to do is be obedient and truthful and acknowledge what it is. Take off the mask and learn how to clear out stagnant energy. I know a lot of people, when I first told them, if I don't hear from a person in a week, you're out my phone. You're out of my energy. And it doesn't mean that I have hate towards you. It just means that I understand what I asked for, and I understand what it is that I want. And I understand that you can't provide that. And so there's no love lost. It's just we got to move stuff around cuz you're in somebody else's seat. And as long as you're in that seat, that person ain't going to be able to sit there. So you got to get up. You got to get up. Cuz over here, we we do. We don't just sit. We do. Okay? So I know you're not ready to do, and that's okay. I wish you well. Go sit with those that don't do. That's okay. But what you ain't gonna do is take up space over here. That's what we not doing. Okay? And a conversation was had today, and there were many conversations that were had today where everyone involved did not. We were able to take up space. Finally, take up space. And one of the last things that was said as everyone was hugging and telling each other that we loved each other was, I don't feel drained. I don't feel drained. I don't feel like you took from me. I just feel like, wow, this is how life is supposed to be. This is what relationships are about. And I mean, there were so many emotions that came to the surface for those of us that were there. And the support, the care, the trust. You're not crazy. You're just around people that couldn't provide it or wouldn't provide it. But God, when you get them people up out the seat, whether they go willingly or you got to kick them out. But what we ain't going to do is you ain't going to play in my face. And you ain't going to waste the time that I have on this earth with your foolishness. Not no more. I ain't got time for this. I have a huge purpose. And there are those that will help me. And it makes them happy to help me. Just like it makes me happy to help them. And when we look at each other and we say, I love you, there is no but or wait or I care about somebody else. There is none of that. It's just an open-ended free fall. How deep do you want to go? I'm not wearing a mask and you're not either. And we can cry in front of each other. We can laugh in front of each other. We can yell out in the middle of the ocean, I'm scared. And the others are going to come and say, I got you. Here's my hand. Here's my hand. I'm going to walk with you. I got you. I don't think many of y'all understand what that feels like when you haven't had it that in so long. It's like getting water. Everybody else around you is drinking water, and you're dying of thirst because you refuse to drink polluted water. Finally, one day, somebody comes up to you with filtered water, and you get to drink it. I told them, I said, I am going to remember this day forever. Forever. Because it's beautiful. Today was a beautiful day, and I hope that I get more of them. I hope that they just stack upon one upon the other. So those of you that are like me, that want something real, you're tired of the fast food relationships, you're tired of having to temper yourself because others are so shallow. Trust me, your tribe is out there. You just have to move people around. Get them out of the seat. Get out of the seat. You are taking up space that you aren't doing anything with it. And I am a full 100% faith person, and I can't be around you anymore. Because over here, we move mountains, and all you're doing is taking up space. That's all you're doing. So, like one of the many conversations from today, we said it's not that we hate them. We love them. But we'll see them when they're ready. Right now, they're not ready. We came, we appeared, and we have to keep it moving. That's just like Jesus told his disciples. He says, if you come to a town or you come to a place and they don't receive, shake the dust off your feet and keep walking. So many people have the gospel messed up. That's why you're stuck in toxicity. Because you just keep turning the other cheek. When God has told you to shake the dust off and walk. God has told you to get up off your mat and walk. Move, move, move. It's an action. It's an action. And the other thing, I was in the ocean, y'all. High tide. Surrounded by angels. And I felt the spirit of the sea. Remember a few weeks ago when I shared with y'all how God took me to 2 bodies of water. He took me to a sea, and then he took me to a lake. I was baptized in salt water today. us. We're drained. We said that like in awe, just looking at each other like, do you know when I'm around other people, I have to go home and do stuff to get me back because it's like a black hole. This is magic. This is magic season. This is, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you will speak to the mountain. Throw yourself into the sea, and it will. God Ventures. I hope you get to go I hope you get to go on them on this side. And there's so many people that they're waiting. They're waiting for God's children to show up. The synchronicity, the serendipity, the orchestration of the steps of today. I don't want it to end because we all got to taste heaven on earth today. Anyways, love is real. Love is a verb. Love is an action. And if you are not happy where you are, look around you. It's probably the people that you're hanging out with. And look in the mirror, because you only have yourself to blame. Move it around, move the energy around until it works for you. Later, guys.